Now, if you've been considering a memory foam mattress, you've probably heard of Nectar. It's pretty hard to miss them if you've been shopping online. But you're probably just wondering, is it a good fit for you? Hey y'all, I'm Martin here from Mattress Clarity, and I'm here to help answer that question. I'm gonna go through my experience with this mattress, its firmness, its feel, and a lot more. All to help you figure out if it is the right mattress for your situation. Let's get to it.
Let's go.
Let's start off by talking about firmness and feel. And in terms of firmness, I scored the Nectar Classic close to a 7 out of 10, which is a tad firmer than average. You do have some very supportive materials right on top, but some good comfort on top as well for overall a nice balance of comfort and supports. Now, speaking of the feel of the Nectar Classic, overall I call it something close to a balanced foam feel. That means you get a bit of that memory foam feel right on top, but it's only a thinner layer of memory foam, so you're not getting a big chunk of that where you sink super far into the mattress and feel stuck. Overall, you're gonna feel some good support from the bottom layers. It makes it very easy to move around and change positions. So if you're worried about being trapped in a memory foam mattress, that shouldn't be happening with the Nectar Classic. Now, speaking of sleeping positions on the Nectar Classic mattress, starting with back sleeping, it was ideal for this position. Usually back sleepers want something close to medium firm, and the Nectar Classic definitely is that. Again, that very good balance of comfort and support allows your hips to sink in the right amount, while you feel some good lumbar support and good overall support as well. Also, that thinner layer of memory foam right on top does offer some good contouring when you're on your back. Now, side sleeping, I think this mattress might be a little bit too firm for a lot of side sleepers. I definitely felt some pressure on my shoulders and my hips. Now, if you look at my pressure map results, you can definitely see that reflected there. Now, because of that, if you just sleep on your side, I would look at one of the softer models from Nectar, like the Nectar Premier, Luxe, or Ultra. But with stomach sleeping, I think the Nectar Classic will work well for most stomach sleepers. I personally felt some good support under my hips and across my entire body. Now, if you sleep with a partner, you also want to think about motion transfer. And that means if you are lying down on one side of the mattress and your partner rolls around on the other side, are you feeling that motion transfer to your side of the mattress? But during my test with the Nectar Classic mattress, some very good handling of motion transfer. I first placed a glass of water on one side of the mattress and pushed into the other side, mimicking the motion a partner might make in the middle of the night. I saw very little disturbance in the water during this test. I also lay on one side of the mattress while my coworker rolled around on the other side. I felt very little motion transfer to my side of the mattress overall. So with all that in mind, I think a very good handling of motion transfer, a good option for couples in that respect. The Nectar Classic is a bed-in-a-box mattress, and in my experience, it's pretty easy to unbox this bed. I would ask a friend for help because these boxes can be quite cumbersome. But with my friend's help, I brought the box into the bedroom, I opened up the top of the box and took out the rolled up mattress and placed it on the bed frame. Then we cleared away all the plastic, gave it about 24 hours to completely off-gas and expand. After that, it was good to sleep on. But now let's take a closer look at the design of the Nectar Classic mattress, starting off on top and then working our way down. So first off on top, you're gonna have a special cooling cover with cooling fiber woven into it. You're gonna find this with all the Nectar models, but the least of that fiber with the Nectar Classic, the base model in this line. But it is still effective in my experience with heat dissipation right on top of the mattress. And the main comfort layer in this mattress is going to be a thinner layer of memory foam, as I mentioned before. It's the least of this material you're gonna find out of all the Nectar mattresses. But it still offers a bit of that memory foam feel right on top, as I mentioned earlier. Beneath that, you're gonna have a foam transition layer to keep it from sinking too far into the mattress and offer some good pushback as well. And that's all gonna rest on a thick layer of base foam for that good overall support. But real quick, let's talk pricing with the Nectar Classic mattress. And for the best deal on this mattress, make sure to check out the YouTube description below or use the QR code on the screen right here. But with our discounts for a queen size Nectar Classic, around $700. And with that, you're also gonna get a 365-night sleep trial, a forever warranty, and free shipping and returns. But before we wrap up, let's talk about who should get the Nectar Classic mattress and who might wanna keep looking. First, I think it's a very good option for you back sleepers out there. As I said before, very close to medium firm, just what you want when you're a back sleeper. And I think if you like more of that balanced foam feel, that's what you get with the Nectar Classic. You're gonna have kind of that memory foam feel right on top, but not so much that you sink in and feel stuck. And lastly, I think a very good value mattress, around $700 for a queen size. It's a very good deal for what you're getting. But at the same time, not the best option if you want that strict memory foam feel. If you want to slowly sink into your bed, feel it kind of envelop your body, that's not what you get here. Also, I think if you're a strict side sleeper, there definitely are some softer models from Nectar that I would take a look at. And lastly, I think if you are a larger person over 250 pounds, this mattress might not be supportive enough for you. I would look elsewhere. But in the end, I think the Nectar Classic is a good option for back sleepers, budget shoppers, and those who also like more of a balanced foam feel. But that's about it. If you want some more info on this mattress, head over to mattressclarity.com for the full written review and some great money-saving coupons. We'll see you next time.